Every small town has a story about the lake. The kind parents tell their kids to keep them out of the water after dark. Ours was simple. Don't answer the voice under the water. I always thought it was just folklore, something made up to keep teenagers from swimming drunk or breaking into the boathouse. But 2 summers ago, my cousin Sam vanished out there, and after that I stopped laughing at old stories. Sam was the type of person who didn't believe in anything. No ghost stories, no bad luck, nothing supernatural. He was the first to volunteer for dares, spending a night in the graveyard, sneaking into abandoned houses, all of it. That weekend, the lake was unusually still. No wind, no waves, just quiet. The sun was going down, and Sam said, "Let's take the canoe out before it gets dark." I told him it was stupid. Storms had been rolling in all week. But he grinned and said, "What's the worst that could happen? The lake starts talking to us." He was halfway across the water when I heard it for the first time. A sound, faint like someone whispering under the surface. I called out, thinking it was him. But Sam didn't answer. He just stopped paddling. And then he leaned over the side, staring into the black water like something was looking back. I shouted again, and that's when he said it. His voice calm, almost sleepy. "She's calling me." Before I could react, he stepped right out of the canoe. It didn't tip, it didn't rock. He just walked into the water and disappeared beneath it. By the time the sheriff's team came the next morning, there was no sign of him. No body, no clothes, no canoe, nothing. They said he must have hit his head, fallen overboard, and sunk. I knew better, because that night, I heard the whisper again, outside my window. The next few weeks were strange. I'd wake up to find puddles on my floor, even though the windows were shut tight. Sometimes I'd hear dripping, slow, rhythmic, like something waiting for me to notice. My mom told me I was just grieving. Maybe she was right. But a month later, I got a text from Sam's phone. It said, "Come back to the lake." I thought it was a prank. Maybe one of his friends trying to mess with me. But the message had a photo attached. It was the lake at night, and right in the center of it, under the surface, I could see a faint outline of someone standing. I went back. I don't know why. Part of me hoped I'd find him alive, maybe washed up on the far shore. Memory lost. The docks were empty. The air smelled like rain. The water was perfectly still, reflecting the trees and the moon like a sheet of glass. I called his name once. Nothing. Then the water rippled. Not from wind, from movement. Something beneath the surface was circling the dock. I dropped to my knees and shined my flashlight into the water. And that's when I saw it. Sam's face just below the surface, eyes open, staring straight up at me. His lips moved. I couldn't hear it at first, but when I leaned closer, I made out the words. "Help me." My heart stopped. I reached toward him, fingertips just touching the water. And then a second hand broke the surface, grabbing my wrist. It was ice cold, too strong. I screamed and pulled back, falling against the dock. The face beneath the water twisted. Not Sam's anymore, but something using his voice, his shape. The whisper came again, echoing across the lake. "Help me." Then softer, "Trade places." The water surged upward, drenching the dock. I ran. When I got home, the sheriff was already waiting outside my house. They'd found the canoe that morning, empty except for one thing, Sam's phone. And on it, a new photo, the lake again. But this time, it wasn't just one figure under the surface. There were 2. I don't go near the lake anymore. I don't even drive past it. But sometimes when the wind dies and the night's quiet enough, I can still hear the water whispering from miles away, calling someone else's name. And every now and then I check my phone, just to make sure there aren't any new messages. Because if there ever are, I don't think I'll be able to stop myself from answering.